let's get ready to Anna. Oh, Anna mains, it's that time again. Will Anna struggle in this new season? The short answer, kinda. Depends on who you are, really. But let's get a little bit more in depth into this and really get to the answer, the root and meat of the answer. Are there any differences with Anna? No. Not really, no. The stats are the same. There are no buffs, no nerfs to her as it stands. But that doesn't change the fact that there's a lot of different variables that put her in the position that she's in. Her support counterparts may be more viable in this new meta with the release of Venture. Things are going to get a little interesting in how other teams decide to comp up and play against you. You see, the thing about Anna, she doesn't really have an AoE heal. We all know this. I mean, you splash a grenade, that's the best you're going to get. Basically, everybody else kind of does. Everybody has a more consistent group heal setting, and that kind of allows them to achieve more operations, achieve more tasks at the same time. Anna's always been about picking the right target to use your utility, your ammo, your resources. That's what she's been about from the get-go. Now it's going to be even more imperative that you tighten that part of your gameplay up, because Venture, hamster buff, you're going to see more monkeys. Dive is going to be back, okay? They can get under the ground on you. They can go over the top on you. There's really not much you can do, especially as Anna. You're not a sitting duck, but you are an old lady. And grandma's knees aren't the same as they used to be. Your support counterparts, they can move faster, they have more mobility. They're going to be able to stick and move better than an Anna will. So you're going to have to use your old bean here to know where to stand and know when to leave. It's imperative that you understand that positioning is strictly theoretical now. I mean, it's moving so quickly. Once the enemy Venture digs under the ground, invincible as they could possibly be, monkey going over the top, hamster swinging around, knocking people around. The frontline concept, I don't want to say it's a thing of the past, but that sucker is left, right, up, and down. It's going to be a lot more chaos, especially because things are a little fresh now. And with the increased mobility, the more movement that's happening in this game, it's going to be a little harder to hit your targets. So it's time to get on aim labs, time to get on Kovacs, it's time to get your hours in, because it's going to be all types of character models zapping across the screen. So good luck with that, and good luck with picking the right target in the right moment. There's always going to be a margin for error. Depending on your rank, that sucker could be razor thin. So you got to be mindful of your resource usage, and you really have to be mindful of your positioning. I mean, things could get dicey fast. So the best thing you can really do as an Ana player is get ahead of the curve and really make it difficult for the enemy to find you and prioritize you. Really, the truth is, as an Ana, you're going to have to become the enemy's focal point. You're going to be abused a little bit because you're one of the ones who can't really move, and they know if they stack enough on top of you and they make you bleed your resources without really making them pay, they're going to eat you alive. So your goal as an Ana may not necessarily be to survive, but in that window where you're alive and you're the target, really you should be concerned about making it hurt. You want the enemy to blow all their resources, every single thing they have, to get at you, because that will allow your team to really overwhelm them. You're the focal point. You're the lightning rod. I'm sorry. It's happened over and over and over again for me that you become enough of an impact for your team, they see that you're bolstering your team too well, they're going to start charging you. That's the perfect timing. That's when you know you've kind of won the chess match, because they're starting to tunnel under, they're starting to hop over, they're not even really concerned about objective or fighting the tank, your tank, which will give your tank the free time to attack the enemy, move the front line forward, and by the time they either eliminate you or realize that this grandma is not going to fall over, they're going to have to leave. And trust me, if they run away from you, if you can survive the onslaught, they lost the battle. Just think, survive, be slippery, keep sticking and moving. Because if you're really stationary, if you're hard scoping all the time, if you're not reading the room, you're food. You will be food. And that's why I say Ana is going to struggle. I don't see a lot of Ana mains pull back out of the scope. I don't see a lot of Ana mains switch targets. Even if they bleed resources poorly, you could still do your job as an Ana. It's just that now you're going to get punished even more. And shouts out to the DPS Anas. I'm part of the DPS Ana clan. Your damage output is negligible at best. You can still cook, you can still DPS it up, but you're gonna have to hit these targets right. You're gonna have to hit that weak dude in the corner who's trying to escape. You're gonna have to pluck people. Stop trying to beam them down unless you have the absolute freedom to do so. You're gonna have to pluck low HP hero after low HP hero to get the most utility, because you're gonna have to bounce back to healing. These suckers are tanky. Venture is tanky. Everybody is getting healed left and right because of the AoE heals that you're probably going to end up dealing with. You can nade them, but they're so fast that they get out of dodge, or Kiriko comes up and cleanses everything, the most annoying thing on planet Earth. But, you know, that's the name of the game, being annoying. Yeah, Ana, she can't bully. She cannot bully the way she used to. You're used to able 3-tap suckers, then it changed to 4-tap, and even then a 4-tap was still very maintainable and doable because there weren't so many moving pieces. You weren't as in danger as in the past. It's going to be a lot harder for you to get that DPS on off, but I'm still with you. All right, do it. It's necessary. You're a support. You're not a heal bot. Don't let anybody trick you. I don't care if that tank is boo-hooing. You're supposed to heal me. Stop taking so much damage. You're gonna have to deal with the tools and resources that you deal with, okay? We're a random team of people. You're gonna have to stop eating bullets for free so your team can move. I understand. You're a big tank. I understand. It's difficult. But I didn't pick that role. You did. Go cry to your mommy about it. There's a timing change that's happened. Your timing, the mental clock that you have. Okay, I'm scoped in. 1, 2, look around. Who's the best target to hit? 1. Then you have to pivot. You have to change your position because you can only stay in one spot for so long. Your internal clock for all the operations that you have to run as an Ana, you have to change it. It has to shift. I can't tell you right now if it's faster or slower, but chances are you're going to have to do things a lot faster because you have Tracers, you have Genjis, you have Ventures, you have Echoes, you have Winstons, you have Hammonds, you have Diva players going crazy. You're not going to, Doomfists. There's too many flying people for you to really be super honed in and staying in one spot. You're gonna have to work on your internal timing. So, again, all these things kind of go into the concept in my overall point that Ana is gonna struggle a little bit more than the past. Now, is she still good? Absolutely. It's Ana. I mean, come on. I'm never gonna say Ana's bad until they absolutely remove all the damage that she has. They have to do something brutal to her for her not to be great, because her kit, it's always been her kit, has been just so powerful. And once they gave her self-heal, I mean, it was pretty much, it's all she wrote. So she's viable. I think for the most part, she'll always be viable. But you're not going to have the same carte blanche that you had in the past. So get ready to adjust, or you're going to struggle. So what are the key takeaways? gonna have to work on your internal clock. You're gonna have to work on your aim. You're gonna have to work on your positioning. You're gonna have to work on your resource usage. That's what they always say. They've always said it. Oh, the difference between a GM Ana and a Plat Ana is the resource usage, maybe a little bit of aim. Yeah, we get it. But even more now than ever, it's necessary because they're gunning for you. They see a grandma, they're gonna want to take her purse and her hard candies. You have to protect the hard candies, okay? Your team, they're gonna have to work and adjust around it. They're gonna have to peel for you and react. But your job, just as it's always been, is get as much help to your team as possible. Be that heal, be that kill. And after you get all that done, your enemy will now notice you. That will make you a lightning rod. Ana always has this lightning rod effect. They're gonna jump on you. They're gonna use up all their resources. They're gonna bleed into you. And at that point, that's when you make them hurt. Because those moments, even if you die, even if you lose the fight, your team will be able to come and rally and clean it up. Ana is a very dangerous support to push. Always has, always will be. So use that. It's the only way. So yeah, Ana, you're gonna struggle a little bit. You can adjust, but you're gonna struggle a little bit. There's a lot happening. Hey, that's the end of the video. So make sure you comment what you think. You agree or disagree, you better agree. But a like or dislike, share if you want to tell your friends, sub if you want to see more. Usually playing Overwatch 2, but I get around, I play other things at the same time. It is what it is. Gamer guy, usually FPS, but we're gonna touch RPGs and all these different things when it's time. But really, that's all. So thank you for watching, and be sure to check in again. EG Tenders, out.